So what happens when words or actions cross a line and actually insult someone's deepest beliefs? Well, today we're diving into the specific laws built to protect religious harmony. And I'm going to give you a really simple way to remember it all, a punishment ladder that makes sense of everything, from small offenses to major crimes, and shows you the one thing courts are always looking for.
Okay, so here's our plan. We are literally going to climb this punishment ladder, starting right at the bottom with the less severe offenses and working our way up. You'll see how this makes it super clear why the penalties get steeper, and how it's not just about what someone did, but what they were thinking.
So, first things first, let's tackle the big question. Why do these laws even exist? Look, it's not about policing what you believe in your head. It's all about protecting public order. In a society with tons of different beliefs, these laws are like a shield, trying to stop beliefs from being attacked in a way that could just cause chaos. And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? I mean, why should the law protect something as personal as feelings? Well, the answer is that the legal system sees a straight line from intentional public insults about religion to the breakdown of peace. So it's less about hurt feelings and way more about preventing public disorder. All right, let's take our first step onto the ladder. On this first rung, we've got a little group of 3 different offenses, but the thing that ties them all together, the thing that makes them easy to remember, is that they all carry the exact same maximum punishment. So here they are, sections 300, 301, and 302. They cover 3 pretty distinct things. First, you've got disrupting a religious gathering. Second, trespassing on a sacred spot, like a cemetery, specifically to insult someone. And third, and this one's important, saying or doing something with the deliberate intent to hurt someone's religious feelings. You hear that word? Intent. We're going to hear that a lot. And here is the key takeaway for this whole level. Whether you're disturbing a service, trespassing, or saying something insulting, the maximum penalty is exactly the same, 1 year. That's the number for this first rung. Easy. Okay, let's climb up to level 2. This is section 298, and things are getting more serious. We're moving beyond just words or disruptions now. We're talking about a physical act, damaging or defiling a sacred place or object.
Now, the word the law uses is defilement, and it's pretty specific. It means to destroy, damage, or basically make something sacred impure. But here's the kicker. It has to be done with the intent to insult a religion, or you have to know that's how people are going to see it. Again, it all comes back to what was going on in your head.
And these 2 real-life court cases show this perfectly. On one side, a guy took some old bricks from a rundown mosque. The court said, hey, that's just theft. The building wasn't being used as a sacred place anymore, so there was no intent to insult religion. But on the other side, throwing a cigarette on a sacred idol, that was seen as a clear act of defilement. The intent to insult was obvious, just from the act itself.
And this is where you really see the ladder work. Because this physical act of defilement is seen as more serious, the punishment literally doubles. The maximum penalty is now 2 years. So we've gone from 1 year for level 1 to 2 years for level 2. It's a clear step up. And here we are, the top of the ladder. Section 299. This is the most serious offense in this entire category, and it's targeting something beyond a simple insult. We are talking about deliberate and malicious acts designed to outrage the feelings of an entire community.
The key word here, the one that changes everything, is malicious. This isn't about an accidental slip-up or a casual comment. The law is looking for a calculated, wicked desire, a deliberate plan to cause outrage and create division. So the bar to prove this is incredibly high.
Yeah, and this landmark Supreme Court case, Ramji Lal Modi, really nailed this down. The court said that when insults are both deliberate and malicious, they have a calculated tendency to blow up public order. This ruling basically draws a direct line from this type of speech to the government's duty to keep the peace.
So for this top-tier offense, the punishment hits the top of our ladder, a maximum of 3 years. And there you have it. The 1, 2, 3 progression is complete, and it really shows you how seriously the law views acts that are designed to tear at the fabric of society.
So we've climbed the whole ladder, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. But when you step back and look at all of it, what's the one common thread? What's the single most important idea that connects every single one of these offenses? And here it is, the whole thing in one simple chart. 1 year for disturbing things or direct insults, 2 years for physically defiling a sacred place, and 3 years for those malicious acts meant to cause outrage. It's a nice, neat 1, 2, 3 system. But look closer.
what's really escalating here? It isn't just the act. It's the person's state of mind. In every single one of these cases, what a person did is only half the story. The court has to prove something called mens rea. It's Latin for guilty mind. They have to ask, was it intentional? Did they know it would cause offense? Or, for the big one, was it actually malicious? If you can't prove what was going on in their head, you don't have a case.
And that brings us to a huge, final question for our time. In an age where one tweet or one post can go viral in a heartbeat, how do we even begin to apply these old ideas of intent and malice? When does just speaking your mind cross the line and become a malicious act that threatens the peace? That is the incredibly tricky line we all have to figure out how to walk today.